So I am actually going to share my diagnosis story. I've never actually really put it together properly before. It's always in broken bits and pieces, and I've just been so busy with life that I just didn't have the time to make that effort. But now I just want to start off. So I got diagnosed back in 2014. I basically was 21, and my symptoms started when I was like 18, 19. Yeah. How it started was I was working. I was literally 2 months away from uni, so I was trying to do my A-levels. From there, what happened was at work, when I started working, because it was a walking job, so, they used to call it back then, was it shoppers, online shopper. I think they call them pickers now or packers, something like that, I don't know. So I started that job, and it used to start at 4 in the morning till 8. I used to push it to 10 for overtime and stuff. And so when I started this job, my legs just started going numb. Now this job was based all on speed, and my manager would constantly call me in and ask me and tell me that you're a bit slow, blah blah blah, this is that's happening, etc etc. And I would just take that stress and go home. Could barely even sleep. I used to get headaches and migraines like there was no tomorrow. My legs used to hurt so badly. Honestly, when I used to go to the gym, I actually, with a calf machine, it was a seated calf machine. I used to put weights on it and actually put that weight on my thighs to get rid of the pain that I used to experience. But even that wouldn't get rid of it, especially when periods and that used to come. So my work started getting impacted. With college, that started getting impacted, even though I had actually had done all my work, and this was leading up to the diagnose. So anyways, while I'm working and everything, complaining about headaches, migraines, my legs are hurting, my back is hurting, I'm moody, I'm emotional. I went from being stable, from being okay, to suddenly laughing 1 minute, to then getting angry, then getting moody, being tired where I need to just lie down, being sleepy but not being able to sleep, And imagine that was going on till like 2021, from the age of 18. When I would go to my GP, she would actually consider it, oh, it's depression, because I was a teenager, and I just used to go quiet because I really didn't know what to say to that. Like, I'm normal, I think I'm healthy. I didn't really know how to actually fight for myself when it came to the health care system, how you're supposed to ask for help, etc. Because I was just used to think it was embarrassing speaking and talking to them about myself. I was only 18, if you understand what I'm saying. So 18, 19, then come when I hit 19 and a half or so, because of the migraines and all the stress that I was actually going through at work, constantly being pulled in by my manager. It was a she. Yeah, she had problems with me. The stress and everything just really overloaded me. I ended up having huge migraines to the point that it would hurt. And suddenly I just ended up with, one day I woke up and I couldn't see from my right eye. It was watery at first, so I could still somewhat see slightly, but it was watery. It wasn't a clear vision. So we were walking through one of the shopping malls, and I said to my mom while we were walking, Mom, I don't think I can see properly from like my right eye. And I was rubbing it and everything and telling her. So basically then I asked my mom that I don't think I can see from like my right eye. And there was a private optometrist, literally right there, ophthalmologist, sorry. Either one of those words. Do excuse me if I have like gave the wrong title or whatever, because it's not coming to me right now. Anyway, so she took me there. She paid the money. She got me tested, and I could see the way he was worried, and that kind of made me worried. Like, oh God, what did he see? Because he was just like, take this letter and give it to your GP and take care of yourself. I was just like, huh? So gave it to the GP, finally sent for an MRI at near enough 20. Once my MRI comes through, they then send me for a lumbar puncture, which wasn't successful because she changed the needle like 6 times from a small one to a bigger one to a bigger one to a bigger one. I think it was huge. The needle was big, and you kind of had to like bend over and kind of have a fetal position. Yeah, where they kind of do the lumbar puncture. So that didn't work for me. Unsuccessful. They did the neurological test where they smack you in your hand, check your walking, balance, coordination and stuff. I was laughing. I'm not gonna lie. I was actually laughing the whole time. I was giggly because my skin was ticklish. I was very sensitive. So even someone smacking my hand, it would make me laugh. I didn't understand. And the neuro, his face was just like this, almost like this poor girl. And then they did the blood test and everything, and then I had my appointment with my neuro. And when I had my appointment with my neuro, I'm not gonna lie, at first we didn't get along because I was just like, how dare you tell me, whatever he told me. So he takes me to the hospital, shows me, people in the Thai Sabri ward and everything, showing me the hospital and everything. I didn't understand what the whole thing was about. And then once he showed me, we sat down and he spoke to me and he told me, unfortunately, I'm so sorry, but you have MS now. I think he said I've got 2 or 3 lesions, and you're relapsing and you have RRMS. And I was just like, what? The body doesn't work in reverse. How does that even make sense? This ain't got nothing to do with God. I don't believe this. And he was just like, yeah, so your education and things are going to change for you, and probably by 25 you'll be in a wheelchair. And I was just like, what? That's not going to happen. I come from a life where I train, I take care of myself, I do the right food, etc. And he was just looking at me. So I kind of challenged him that I'm going to keep coming and you're going to see me walking. So I already knew the food, I already knew how to train, but I didn't know how to train with an autoimmune condition. So I've been on and off with that, but I passed my 25th and I was walking, talking, everything was good for me. I did relapse because the medication that I chose to begin with for my first relapse was Avonox, because I got scared. I didn't want to go to the hospital and, be hooked onto the machine because, okay, I won't lie, I basically thought, what? No, that's not me. That's not me. I don't want to be that. Not realizing later on, now that I'm not going to say it, is that be it then or be it later on, you're going to end up in that position anyway because of your health condition. And the relapses mainly, it's because of the relapses, eventually because of failed treatment. So Avonox failed for me. I was on it for like a year. My eyesight didn't come back. I couldn't walk properly. I couldn't go to the cinema. My family, everything, they didn't really understand what was going on with me, but we stopped going to the movies. My life just changed. No one helped me at college. My tutors chose not to believe me. And then, I couldn't see for like 4 years straight. After Avonox injections in my legs myself, that I was injecting at the age of 21, sorry. My second treatment was Galenia, and that did not work for me either. And in 2016, near enough the end of 2016, they did the MRI. They found out I was relapsing, and then the only choice I had was Thai Sabri or Ocrevus. And thankfully, since then, I have been on Thai Sabri, and thankfully, by the grace of Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala, aka God, I have been doing okay for the last 3.5 years. This is the longest since I've been diagnosed. I have been able to actually have some stability. Still, when it comes to my education and that, because I was doing programming, I couldn't see anything. It was almost like I'm blind. I was asking for help and I was like, I can't see anything. No one understood. No support was given. So I've had to kind of make different career choices, and it's kind of made me realize that I come first. My health comes first. Forget about the losses, forget about the world. Who cares, right? But that's my story.